So, which ones do you like better? Motorboats or ribs? There are plenty of pneumatic boats all around Europe, especially around the Mediterranean and in England. In America, though, you hardly see them at all. But that's all changing. This is the ZAR 57 Welldeck, produced in Italy by FORMENTI, the boatyard with 35 years of experience. The company has recently expanded its international distribution, so it's now present all over Europe, Asia and America. It's a sort of boat and rib mixed together, which wasn't just done for style reasons, even though it was designed in Milan, the design capital. It was done more for reasons of functionality. Getting rid of the tubulars at the bow means there's more space on board, both to lie down and in terms of storage space. To be honest, the whole deck is different to other boats. For example, the walls are quite high and give a good sense of security to the passengers. In terms of materials and building methods, there are mats stuck on with high-quality Isophthalica resin and Neopentilico gel coat, so the deck is super shiny and hard-wearing. The tubulars are produced and then weathered, so they stabilised with no imperfections when they are mounted together with the fiberglass. What you see is what you get, which you may or may not like. What's most interesting is the hull. The boatyard has developed completely diverse forms from other builders. The stem, the keel axis and all of the hull, the entire length is very sharp. So much so that at the stern there is a dead rise of 24 degrees. The large stem curmudgeon allows an anchor windlass to be firmly installed on the load-bearing structures. They've done the right thing, embedding the iron so you can't see it. So you can easily manage the right position. At the bow, there's a nice sun deck, and the storage below is easily accessible, thanks to having its own door which opens up completely. There's a space underneath the central quarterdeck. The console's off-center position gives you more space on the side corridor. Even though it's only 577 centimeters long, there are lots of seats. The one in front of the console takes 2 adults comfortably, as does the driver's bench, whilst the sofa at the stern takes 4, so that's 8 people sitting down. The driver's seat can be moved forward thanks to an ingenious steel trapeze which reveals an area that could be turned into a small kitchen with a sink and fridge or an icebox behind. The stern area demonstrates the versatility of the ZAR project. The traditional backrests of the sofa stand out particularly. They can be used as extensions for the sun deck. It's been well thought out, even the design of the cockpit engine, which has this piece holed in the top crown. As for style, look at the profile and elegance. The teak on the deck and gunwales, typically Italian. I'm used to seeing the ZAR on the Côte d'Azur or in Sardinia, or other wonderful touristy places along the Mediterranean, but I never expected to see one under the watchful eye of the Chicago skyscrapers. Chicago skyline is quite spectacular, as are the waters of Lake Michigan. We've got a huge engine, whatever way you look at it, the Mercury 150 horsepower. With this power, we can plane in an instant. There are a few waves today, and it's such a big lake that you just need a bit of wind to get going. Then it's blowing from the north and the waves can be as high as 3 meters when it reaches Chicago. The hull of the boat is so razor sharp, especially at the stem, that it feels like you're rolling on a long rail track. I never need to adjust the steering wheel. It goes happily along by itself. We're doing 3,000 revs a minute, 19 knots. And it's so nice to be cruising on the lake. At 25 knots you can still talk without raising your voice, thanks to the silence of this engine, and thanks to the shape of the boat too. Thanks to this sharpness, the boat cuts through the waves like a blade, which means sailing is very comfortable, because the bow doesn't bang down or bounce. So let's give it a bit more juice. We're now going 30 knots, so let's try turning. The tubular sits nicely on the surface, keeps the wake in check, stops there being too much lean. It's very comfortable. I get the impression, though, that even this boat isn't so impressed with this speed. So let's wake it up.
Okay.
Right, now I can hear it sing a little better, and I like it a lot more. Little bit of trim, and here we are at 4,500 revs. Okay, we're over 30 knots. Let's see if it's any better with a bit of trim. Check the speed, 33 knots.
Ok, a questo punto, visto che la stabilità sembra buona,
Okay, so at this point, seeing as stability is good, well, we just have to go full speed, right?
Su il trim.
Accelerator down, trim up, and watch the speedometer.
Ragazzi, ha una stabilità formidabile, più sale la...
Wow, guys, it's incredibly stable. The faster it goes, the better the boat sticks to the route. I don't need to do anything. And there's even 50 to 60 centimetre waves coming from every which way. 40 knots. Bit more trim. It's flying. 42 knots.
Francamente credevo che fosse eccessiva questa motorizzazione.
Well, to be honest, I thought this engine was going to be a bit much for the ZAR 57 Welldeck, but I was wrong. It really holds to the maximum speed no problem, and safely too. The ZAR 57 Welldeck test today has given us something other than just a boat trial, seeing Chicago from another perspective, from the waters of Lake Michigan. Another reason that sailing's worth it.